Wellness Feed presents 8 signs you are an INFJ rarest personality type. INFJ stands for introversion, intuition, feeling, and judgment. Each letter of the acronym signifies an important personality. People with INFJ are energetic by being alone. Introverted, they focus on concepts and details, intuition, and take decisions based on values, feelings, and they also prefer to be planned and organized, judging, rather than those who make decisions spontaneously. INFJ is one of the rarest personalities and only makes up less than 2% of the world's population. It is one of the rarest personalities of the 16 Myers-Briggs personalities. People with this type of personality are known for their warm empathy and sharp insights. People having INFJ personality can be quirky, complex, and sometimes contradictory. Those who have INFJ are unique, and it helps them to stand out from other people. People having INFJ can be amazingly mysterious. They can be emotional or sometimes referred to as advocates. A person with INFJ can be difficult to spot as they are not widely spread in society. Though individuals having INFJ personality are rarest, but they have high moral standards with a strong dedication to the future. In this video, we have listed 8 signs that show you are an INFJ rarest personality. But before we start, if you want more of such videos in your feed, then subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon for more such amazing videos. Number 1. You create a deep emotional intimacy. INFJs appear to be reserved or shy when they are around people they don't know well. They are mostly perceived as strange or mysterious, or can be private. However, INFJs are totally relational, though it takes a bit of time for them to get involved with others and show their real selves. They trust people on a deep level and form a good connection with people. Since they have the ability to understand the feelings of other people and they have empathy for them, they do meaningful conversations and establish good emotional bonds with people they trust. They do meaningful conversations and provide intimacy to people that help them to open up and share their feelings. Number 2, you tend to keep a small friend circle and tend to work alone. People with INFJ's personality do not get involved with so many people around. They prefer to limit themselves in making friends or going out with people. They tend to have close friends on a set of fingers. Since they have less number of friends, they devote themselves to their close friends. One can rely on them for support, but they're not open to everyone, but they're careful in making friends. They also prefer to work alone and deliver great work rather than working in a group. An INFJ can be a team player. However, they tend to sink themselves alone in work instead of the idea of a group. Number 3, you cannot stand small talks. Small talk has a small purpose and it takes energy, as it is only supposed to fill silence without finding the deep layers of what an individual thinks behind it. An INFJ pursues understanding behind a person's talk. They search for the causes that promote one to speak up and tell the reason behind their words and their actions. Small talks don't allow one to tell their true feelings about themselves. It is short and often direct. INFJs don't like to have small talks because they feel it is important to understand the person instead of just hearing them out. They have empathy towards the person they haven't close, so they avoid having small talk. Number 4, you want things to be perfect, and you often procrastinate. INFJs often deal with a persistent feeling of getting failed. They want things to be perfect, and therefore, they strive to surpass the normal abilities of a regular person. So, to get a perfect result, INFJs procrastinate a lot. It's not because they don't want to do the work, but they're willing to give a perfect result of their work. They delay their work in order to find absolute perfection in almost everything they do. This is because INFJs find it hard to deal with criticism, so they tend to make their work flawless. For example, you might delay submitting your project because you don't find it perfect. Number 5, you absorb other people's emotions. Absorbing emotions of others is common for INFJs. They interpret others' feelings as their own. If their friends are going through hard times, INFJs too will go through it. If someone is anxious or getting stressed, they may get anxious too or feel stressed. However, interpreting others' emotions provides a better understanding of those emotions and allows one to heal. Since they have empathy for others and they understand others' emotions and feelings, they can confidently tell others that they will be okay. Number 6, you are sensitive to dispute. INFJs get stressed out easily when they see some conflicts or disputes. Dispute tends to leave them in a state of anxiousness. They strive to form pleasing or tuneful relationships with those who are close to them, and they also desire for those people to keep a harmonious relationship. They can be seen physically disrupted when a conflict arises, which seems to break their constant optimistic nature. When they're going through a dispute, they often find themselves in trouble sleeping or focusing on work because they constantly think about the dispute. Constantly taking stress over the dispute can affect their mental as well as physical health. But this is not forever with this personality type. Over the course of time, they learn to set healthy boundaries for disputes. They stand out for their needs, and they also tend to understand others' emotions. Number 7, you are extremely empathetic. INFJs often put themselves in the shoes of others to understand the impression or emotions of what one is going through. They are deeply empathetic, and they have the ability to understand people's minds. For example, if one of your close friends is showing bad behavior to you, or he or she does something wrong, instead of focusing on the actions you are inclined to, see the reason behind the behavior. What is causing them to act like this? And what are the insecurities or past trauma they're concealing with this behavior? They don't instantly react with anger, but they try to empathize and understand. Number 8, you are focused on your future. Human beings are focused on their future, which is no different. However, individuals with INFJ's personality have this feature of primarily focusing on their future and willpower. They take the necessary steps to achieve their goals while losing themselves in the present. This makes them an individual with a future focus in sight, since they constantly aim for the next step to reach closer to their goals. As they have intuitive feelings, they also prefer to be critical of history and learn from their experiences. They often avoid sad feelings and choose a lifestyle that is heavily focused on their future. They refuse to rely on things that seem to go nowhere. For example, if you feel like the relationship is not in a good direction or it is not going anywhere, you will most likely break up. INFJs tend to focus on the future more than just wandering in present. Individuals with this rarest personality have positive as well as negative attitudes towards the world. They sometimes find themselves with a fear of being a wrong or bad person, but then they understand and learn from it to become a good individual. They are complicated, quirky, and downright contradictory, but also helpful and understanding. Do you know someone with such signs? Let us know in the comment section below. We hope that this video might have provided you with some common knowledge. Let us know your thoughts on the video in the comment section down below. Make sure to click on the links below in the description box for more ways to help your life.